Hey guys, and welcome to Project Premium Harvest. My name is Matt. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the distributions for week 10 of 2025. That's March 3rd until March 7th. We're going to be talking about Kurv, YieldMax, and Roundhill. Let's get started. If you guys are new to the channel, it's your first time stopping by, this channel, how it started was back in June of 2024. I took an $80,000 HELOC loan against a rental property I own, threw that money into Robinhood, borrowed against it with margin, and here we are today with this account. And I'm predominantly investing into high income ETFs, and then I run a couple of options on the side here and there when the opportunity presents itself. You guys are here for the declarations and distributions, so let's start talking about those. All right, guys, you know me, so the first thing I like to show in these videos is just my account value. I just want to be transparent that I am investing in these funds and I am trying to make money off of this specific project. So currently my account is at $84,077.84. Now that we have that out of the way, the first two funds I'm going to talk about is Biggie and smcy. These are two funds I have not mentioned on my channel at all, but maybe I decided I should probably start talking about them. So let's talk about the distribution. So for Biggie, the distribution for a month period was about 50 cents. And then the distribution for smcy was about 48 cents, almost 49. The reason why I didn't really talk about these two funds, Biggie and smcy, is because they're relatively new from YieldMax. And I don't really like to take an honest look at a specific fund or ETF unless it's been out for about 6 months or maybe even more. I don't like investing into speculation and reading from prospectuses. I like to actually invest in what I'm seeing the performance on Robinhood and then the distributions these funds are paying. Therefore, right now, I'm not invested into Biggie or smcy. Could I potentially invest in them in the future? Maybe, but that will be to be determined for now. All right, now let's go to YieldMax core holdings, the ones that we always talk about. So let's begin. So for qdte, the distribution was about 15 cents, almost 16. The distribution for XDTE was about 17 cents, gpty 30 cents, lfgy 46 cents, YMAX a pretty impressive 24 cents. I would wish that maybe they paid a little bit in distribution and protected the NAV a little bit more, but we can talk about that later. For YMAG, the distribution was about 15 cents. Cony was that 59 cents. Fiat, 68 cents. msfo, which is Microsoft, 28 cents. amdy, 25 cents. Man, amdy is not doing too hot. Netflixy or nfly, about 40 cents. Kurv seems to be getting better distributions than YieldMax. Interesting. abny is at 48 cents. pypy 37 cents, ulty 46 cents, and the new addition cvny $3.91. That is pretty wild. That is pretty big. Yeah, let's keep going on to the Roundhill funds. All right, now that we are talking about the Roundhill funds, XDTE had a pretty low payment this week. It's going to be that 14-cent mark. qdte is 15 cents. RDTE also 14 cents, but slightly higher than XDTE. And lastly, YBTC is at 24 cents. Cool. Now let's talk about Kurv. Kurv's only ETF for this week is going to be tsly, which runs options on Tesla. They're going to be giving a distribution of 70 cents. I will say this, guys, a warning for Tesla. I have been tracking Tesla for quite some time, and my brother, I talk to him all the time, is definitely a Tesla bull. However, right now, Tesla does not have the momentum for upward trajectory. And what I mean by that is Tesla just hit a 52-week high sometime December, November, don't know the exact date, but then recent quarterly earnings came out, and from what Elon was saying and what the reports were saying, there wasn't enough. Basically, all the stuff that Elon Musk said with his robotaxi, the Optimus robots, Neuralink, all of his crazy technology stuff, cheaper Teslas, all that stuff is going to take some time for the production to ramp up. And every time Elon Musk talks about a deadline, it's usually gets pushed to the right instead of pushed to the left. With that being said, I think Tesla right now is on a trajectory of downward momentum. So if you buy this, you might potentially lose out on the share price of TSLP. Premiums might still be pretty good to offset the cost, but I'm just kind of giving a warning where, hey, maybe if the underlying like Tesla, that stock probably might go down to somewhere between 180 to about like $250 a share if it's not there already. So this is my warning. What I'm saying is we can buy this stock at a better price, be patient, and then maybe put that money into a different investment. And then when the time comes and Tesla's at a good price, buy back into it. It's not in the bull momentum right now. It's in the bear momentum. So that is my one warning with TSLP. I just want to take a look at Biggie real quick to see how it's performed since inception. So right now it incepted at that, $50 price. And since its inception, as with all YieldMax funds, they all seem to be going down. So since inception, it's only down 5%. It's been out for 3 months, and it happened to be when this fund came out. The last 3 months of just this year and last year has been a little bit, what's the right word for it? Turbulent. It's definitely been a little bit turbulent. So I will give benefit to the doubt for Biggie right now. That 5% decline, not necessarily happy about it, but I will give it the benefit of the doubt just for analysis sakes. But let's compare that 5% down to the S&P 500 over. Over the 3 months it's worse. It's 7%. But let's look at the S&P 500. I usually compare everything against the S&P 500. End of the day today, we were actually up. That's quite impressive. Let's look at the last three. So Biggie was down 7% and S&P 500 was down 4%. I don't really like things underperforming the S&P 500. Yeah, Biggie down 7.25%. Maybe it might be worth it if you're reinvesting all the distributions. Maybe you would have made your money back because it's only down that, $3.74. Interesting. Let's look at SMcy real quick. Maybe one of these days I'll make a fund review video. I just wanted to quickly look at this. Last 3 months for SMcy has been worse than Biggie. It's down 8.26%. Definitely not interested in investing in this until they get their act together. Cool, guys. That wraps up the video. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. All your comments mean the world to me. I read every single one of them. I will get to them eventually. I don't read them immediately. I am busy in my life. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, it's a free cost to you, but it means the world for me. Peace out. Love you guys and see you in the next one.